And it's game day, and kickoff for Super Bowl number 60 is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the Seahawks are playing the Patriots at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. So let's take a look at what to expect at kickoff and throughout the evening. Temperatures during the game are going to be in the 60s. At kickoff time, it is going to be 65 degrees and mostly sunny skies. It is going to be an optimal day for football in Santa Clara. Let's take a look at what the models are showing. So here is our NAM 3KM, one of our high resolution models. And there is going to be a system passing to the north of California, but all the showers do appear to stay to the north of Santa Clara throughout the entire evening. So the game should be dry and mostly sunny skies. I want to show you what the cloud forecast shows. So here is Santa Clara down here where I'm circling with my cursor, and mostly sunny skies to start the game. Clouds do increase throughout the evening, but I don't think it's going to be fully overcast until later on overnight tonight. So most of the game should be in the clear. No precipitation, perfect temperatures. So the game day is going to be perfect in terms of weather, but not everywhere is going to be like this around kickoff. Let's take a look at the forecast temperatures across the Northeast for this evening because it is going to be a cold one. Another cold one in store for the Northeast. So today at 4 p.m., Columbus, 20 degrees. Harrisburg at 15. Syracuse in the single digits at 3 degrees. New York City at 11. Philly, not much higher, but you're going to be a little bit more balmy than New York City at 12 degrees. Boston at 13 and Augusta at 16. And then let's take a look at 7 p.m. just after kickoff. We're talking temperatures in the single digits across most of the Northeast, with Augusta maybe being at 10 degrees, but I could see it being a little bit lower. I wouldn't be surprised if you were in the single digits. And same with you in Columbus, Ohio. Let's take a look at temperatures this evening at 10 p.m. I don't know why I put 7 p.m. That should be a 10 p.m. there. But anyways, temperatures are in the single digits across the entire Northeast, including Columbus. Columbus here at 9 degrees, Harrisburg at 5. So it is going to be brutally cold. Now let's take a look at the wind chills because the wind chills are still going to be absolutely brutal. So here are the wind chills for this evening across the Northeast. Most places are going to feel like they are in the negatives, so well below zero throughout the evening tonight into the overnight period across the entirety of the Northeast, including you guys in Ohio and Michigan. Wind chills are going to be absolutely brutal throughout the night tonight and into tomorrow morning on Monday before temperatures do start to rebound by midweek. And I want to show you what is bringing all this cold air down this far south, the Arctic cold that we are dealing with right now. And this is precisely why. Let's take a look. This is the upper levels, the 500 millibar and vorticity map. And look at this lobe of the polar vortex with that southerly flow here, bringing all that cold air down south across the Northeast. And that is why this Arctic cold is settling in across the Northeast. And that is what brought us that snow on Friday into Saturday. And now what is allowing that cold air to filter in across the Northeast. Now let's take a look at, there's a lot of buzz going around on social media in regards to that winter storm potential around Valentine's Day. So let's take a quick look at what is going on with that, because let me just get to what I want to show you here. So I do believe that there will be a storm around Valentine's Day, but the exact track remains absolutely uncertain at this point because there are a lot of pieces that have to come together, which will determine the track of the storm. And another thing to note is that there won't be an Arctic air supply around this point, like there was ahead of that last major winter storm that brought a large swath of that wintry precipitation, snow and ice and sleet across the country. I want to show you, we're just going to look at the GFS right now. We're not going to get much into this because there's really a lot that remains undetermined at this point. But this is the most recent run of the GFS. Look at this. Right here, bring some snow across portions of the mid-Atlantic, and then it goes straight out to sea here, just like that. I mean, you might get clipped up in New England, but now let's take a look at, I want to show you what the last run was. This was the overnight model run. Look how different that is. Look how much further north it has it. Has it going straight up into the Northeast, bringing a substantial snowfall across the interior Northeast and changing over across PA into plain rain, southeastern PA. So the models, what they're going through right now, because it's so far out, is called the windshield wiper effect. I mean, I saw on social media earlier that what they shared one of the model runs that showed snow across northern Georgia into South Carolina. Do not buy into that yet. There is a lot that remains absolutely uncertain at this point, and a lot is going to change. Yes, there will be a storm, but right now, we cannot determine the track of that. The storm hasn't even formed yet. There's a lot of pieces that have to come together in order for this storm to either go up the coast or just go straight out to sea. So stay with me. I will keep you guys updated throughout the week. When we know more, I will let you guys know. But make sure you don't just see something shared on social media and just buy right into it, because there's a lot of they're showing one model run and claiming that that's what's going to happen. Chances are that's not going to be exactly what happens. Every once in a while, maybe they're right, but most of the time, this far out, a lot is going to change. So stay with me. I will keep you guys updated throughout the week. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and make sure to follow me on X at Geostrophic Flow.